Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Think Status podcast. I'm Hector Diaz, your host, producer, and engineer. And today I'm going to talk to you about what if you had to start over. That's happened a few times in my life, many times in my life, and I've been fortunate enough to overcome them. And I've done it in a variety of ways. The first experience that I had from starting from scratch was when I lived in Europe. I've traveled to Europe numerous times. I lost count how many times I traveled to Europe in my 20s. And it was thanks to my mom's business, who was very, very successful. But when I returned from living in Europe after 3 years, she lost it all. She lost the entire business. There was an embezzlement that happened, and it was a lot of drama there. I had to start from scratch. I came back from living in Europe. In Europe, I was doing import-export, and I came back to work at a restaurant after having a very successful business, helping my mom as an executive assistant. It led me to where I am today, and it was a very difficult experience to go through. Imagine having a luxurious life and having it all taken away from you. But in my experience, I learned how to become self-reliant, and I became more dedicated to my personal growth. I was able to forgive that experience in my life, and I didn't realize how traumatic it was until about a year ago. I woke up on a Sunday morning and I had the epiphany about how the wealth that I had as a young man and as a child was gone, and I had to forge my own destiny. And that's what brought me back to the United States, besides breaking up with my previous relationship that I had over there. I decided that the United States was where I wanted to forge my destiny. And so I was able to use that experience of working at the lowest level in my experience as a dishwasher in a restaurant, then going from a dishwasher to a busboy, and then from a busboy to a food runner, from a food runner to a server. And then my mom suggested I get into real estate. And so that's what I did. I got into the mortgage industry, and I was able to become an executive assistant for a mortgage banker, and I learned a lot about the real estate industry. And then from mortgages, I went to recruiting. And then from tech systems, I went to Century 21. And I've been a business consultant for Century 21. And before that, I was a Century 21 recruiter, manager, and I also got into selling real estate. And I was a digital marketing consultant. And I was teaching people digital marketing. And that's what my claim to fame was. And so I had to start over, always having to reinvent yourself in that particular career in those different roles. And the reason I'm telling you all that is because there's a lot of difficult experiences that have come through in life, but those difficulties are meant, in my personal belief, to make you stronger, to make you more focused, to make you more dedicated, and to make you more driven to achieve the results that you want for yourself. And you can be driven and in the wrong vehicle, and you won't realize it that you're in the wrong vehicle until you open your eyes and learn new things. And so that's why I've been a big proponent of personal development. You could ask my family and friends how nerdy I've been with regard to going to the Tony Robbins seminars and constant reading and all other seminars too. I'm not just a Tony devotee. I've been fortunate enough to learn from some of the greats on the planet. And so one of the greats is Russell Brunson. For those of you that don't know Russell, he is a superstar entrepreneur, and he's helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people make a lot of money with the internet. And in my experience, seeing what Russell has done, he makes digital marketing a process. And what that means is a funnel, a sales funnel. So imagine if you owned a restaurant, or if you did traditional selling, face-to-face, door knocking, cold calling, all that. Imagine doing it digitally. All right. So obviously, if you owned a restaurant, people are driving past your location, and when they drive by, they see your sign, and maybe that is something that attracts them to go into your restaurant to order some food. That, what I just described, is a sales funnel. It's a sales process where you're positioned as a restaurant. You have food that's on the menu, that's on the window. The people decide to go eat there, and then the transaction is fulfilled once they order the food and pay you. The important thing to keep in mind with regards to that is that you have the same exact sales process or similar process when you're selling anything for that matter. It can be, selling real estate, selling cars, people drive by the lot, you go door knock, you cold call, you get people on the phone, you have an engagement, and then based on that engagement, you get money or you don't get money. And then you just go to the next one and the next one and the next one. And so what Russell did that I thought was absolutely brilliant is he shows entrepreneurs and business owners how to use the internet to capture the value that you create as a business. So whether you own a restaurant, whether you own a variety of other businesses, if you understand the process of your buyer, then you will be able to educate your buyer as to why they should choose you as the professional to work with, whatever business you might be, okay? So Russell has this event that he's doing, and it's called the 30-Day Summit. And what he did was he reverse engineers these superstar affiliates that have worked with Russell in the last few years that have become multimillionaires. And he asked them, how would you recover if you got everything, if you lost everything, everything in your business, everything? How would you restart? How would you do it with ClickFunnels? And based on that, he got an answer, and he's got a book full of answers, and these answers are amazing, and they'll be able to help you in your business. So I know it's been a while since I've done a podcast, but I felt that it was so important for you to hear this message because it can really dramatically increase your business. If you've never heard of ClickFunnels, I highly encourage you to click on the link below in the show notes, sign up for the free training, and you're going to absolutely love the summit. You're going to love the content. You're going to have to take time to study, but it'll be worth it because you'll understand how to use digital marketing to grow your business. So thank you for listening. I look forward to connecting with you. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at ThinkStatus, or you can find me on LinkedIn or any of the profiles there. Just search my name, Hector Diaz, and I have a middle initial, which is G like Google. Special thanks to El Rio, Los Angeles, for their musical introduction, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Take care.
Llueve fuego del cielo, quemando a los que me quieren matar. Por causa de soberbia, mi piel morena me protegerá. Camino por las calles, el fuego alrededor de mí. Todo comienza a caer. Destruir. Después mi gente se levanta, quitándose el traje de Babilonia, bailando ahora en vestido tradicional. La primavera ha regresado y el verano corazones calentará. Pronto que pronto nos convertiremos en la tierra, unidos con el mundo germinaremos con ella. Ojos serán hojas comiendo del sol y la mente se abrirá como una flor.